Right, here we go. Final bit of our notes. Let me just emphasize something. If I go over to the assignment, okay, and that was problem 7. Notice that like in our notes, I want you to put down the drawing. Okay, so let me go back over to where our notes were. I would expect for you to have that drawing right there down, something like this, right? You just quickly sketch the thing down. You draw in the chord roughly where it was, in the drawing, and then the tangent over here. This was 168 degrees, right? This arc right over here is 168 degrees, and then they're looking for this angle right here, and we took half of 168, and that came out to be 84.5. So you would have something like that in your notes. And then once we're done with our notes, you're going to have, problem number 8 right down here. So let's scroll down here, and we'll take a look at number 8 here real quick. Where is that guy? Okay, I got another circle. I got a tangent and a chord, 220 degrees. So, you put down something like this below your notes. You go number 8. I had a circle. I had let's look over there again. I had a tangent coming like this, and then I had a chord going over like that. We had 220 degrees over here. Let me highlight that maybe in black. So here was my intercepted arc right over here. The vertex being on the circle, right there, that means that this angle formed by a tangent and a chord is half of that 220. So I go half of 220 and I get 110 degrees. Okay. So when you look back in your notes, you're going to be able to say, oh, yeah, how did I do a problem like this? And we also want to make sure we're finding what they are asking. So they're looking for angle 3 for sure. I just found it, 110 degrees. I hope you see that when the vertex is on the circle, it's just like those inscribed angle situations. Okay, the same rule applies. Inscribed angles were half of the intercepted arc. This is formed by a tangent and a chord instead of two chords. Hey guys, when we have two secants, a secant is something that goes outside the circle. It hits a circle in two places, but it goes outside the circle. This is the angle that we're going to be looking for right here. I'm going to put it in blue, and I'm going to call this angle, angle A. Okay, so I'm going to find the measure of angle A. It's going to be half the difference. The difference, instead of the sum, it's going to be the difference of the two arcs. Okay, so up here, let's go back here. Remember how I said sum of the arcs, the sum, the adding, we're going to add the two arcs together, arc 1 and arc 2. Well, down here, we'll have like arc 1 here, and we'll have arc 2 out here. We're going to have half the difference of arc 2. It's important that you take the bigger arc minus the smaller arc. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a negative number, right? If I did arc 1 minus arc 2, well, then I'd have a negative, which maybe is not a big deal. You just drop the negative. You know that angle A is not going to be a negative angle, right? So let's go to question number 13, and we're going to take a look, and then we're going to put this down in our notes, okay? So there it is. Okay, I see it, 40, 120. There's angle R out there, a couple secants, right? So we make a drawing over here. It was like, I think it was like this, wasn't it? We had a secant and another secant. Hey, let's write that word I'm saying down. Secants. I have two of them. So secants. There's one secant, there's the other secant. We're looking for this angle right here, and I think it was 120 degrees and 40 degrees right in here. This is like arc 1, this is like arc 2 over here, okay? So my formula goes like this: 1/2 of 120 minus 40. 120 minus 40 is 80, so I've got a half of 80, which comes out to be 40 degrees. Let's look over there one more time. Let's see if I got my numbers right. 120, 40. I want to take 120 minus 40. I get 80. Half of 80 is 40. Now that's kind of weird. That kind of throws me off a little bit, that this angle right here is the same as this intercepted arc. Doesn't always work that way. Okay, so be careful. Doesn't work that way every time. Hey, good luck on the rest of your homework. I know you can do it. Thanks for watching all my videos.